Office of the Economic Advisor OEA, that's located in the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, also known as DPIIT, that's located in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. And why is it important? It releases two important indices, the Wholesale Price Index and the Index of the 8 Core Industries. So let's go with the Wholesale Price Index. That captures the change in the price of a basket of goods, not services, goods alone. So when we consider a basket, it has a lot of goods, and the base year is 2011-12. In other words, I consider the price of the basket of these goods in the base year 2011-12 and compare it to today. So if the base year price is say 100 and today's price is say 160, then there is a difference, an increase of 60. Now, I'm not going to say that the inflation rate is 60% in that case. If in January 2023, the index is 160, and in January 2022, the index was 155, then the difference, 160 minus 155, equal to 5%. That is the inflation as per WPI. Alright, I hope this concept is much clearer right now. But there are certain problems. First of all, this basket WPI does not include services. Alright, it has roughly 2/3 weightage given to manufactured items. Alright, that's overarchingly large, and the remaining 1/3 is energy, fuel, all of that. And of course, the base year is pretty outdated. Moreover, it captures the price of wholesale items. In other words, coming right out of the factory. It does not include taxes, it does not include subsidies, transport charges, whatnot, discounts, nothing. Alright, so it captures these wholesale prices. So people thought that it's not exactly what the consumers feel. Alright, so as a consumer, I don't feel the wholesale prices coming out of the factory. What I feel is the price of food, I feel the price of clothing, I feel the price of think about something else, health, education. These are the things that I feel. So if you can create a basket which has greater weightage of these items, I'll be happy. So then came Consumer Price Index. This is released, by the way, by the National Statistical Office, located within the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. And it has a base year, it's a basket of course, and it has a base year of 2012. It contains a lot of items, out of which food is roughly 55%. So other items of consumers' interests are also pretty large, and it also contains services, something which the WPI did not include. Now, what do I mean by base year 2012? Well, when I consider base year 2012, of course, it's written as 2012 equal to 100. That means considering the price of the basket to be 100 units in the year 2012, if, for example, in January 2023, the price is increased to 180, then there is an 80% increase. But I consider on an annual basis. I consider what was the price in January 2022. Say, for example, I don't have the figures in my hand right now, but say, for example, it was 174, then this difference is 6%. We say that the inflation rate as per CPI is 6%. And in 2014, the RBI adopted the Consumer Price Index CPI instead of the WPI as its benchmark, because the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, focuses its monetary policy such that the inflation should be located within 2 to 6%. If it's too large, then the RBI will have to have a tight monetary policy. It will increase the repo rate, something which is kind of happening right now. So that's what CPI is used for right now. And of course, if it's not out of the factory floor. All right. So if you consider the GDP, it has two components or two varieties. One at factor cost or factory cost, one at market price. So if I take this factory price, I add taxes to it, I subtract subsidies, I get my market price. So if you consider this is something which the CPI focuses on, and this is something which the WPI focuses on. All right. So, of course, WPI does not include taxes, it does not include subsidies, and all of these concepts. All right. Without any further ado, let me move to the index of 8 core industries. Now, if I consider these 8 core industries, well, refinery products, electricity, and steel. Refinery products 28%, this is 20%, 18%. These three items are quite large. Then comes 10%, 9%, 7% coal, crude, natural gas. And then cement and fertilizers 5% and 4%. So if you kind of divide this into these three segments, if you divide into these three segments, it will be pretty easy to understand. I'm not going into the details right now, but I hope that you understand that these core industries are pretty important for the infrastructure of any country. I won't elongate this video. Interesting topics will follow in the next video. Thank you. Follow Beacon.